Welcome to another episode of St. Vincent Untold Stories. On this episode, we are going to look at several young men who have lost their lives in St. Vincent and the Grenadines over the past weeks. We are going to look at some of the sources why some of these things have been happening, and we are also going to look at some of the solutions to help out the ghetto youths and make St. Vincent a better place. Over the past several weeks, we've seen the son of Vincentian reggae superstar Abu Zanim being sent to Dovecat. We've seen the likes of popular viral sensation Chavez Vasquez. We've also seen the like of the guy that did that popular theme from the Pals Avenue era, Aldo here. Several in the Glen community, in the Barley area, in the South Rivers area, and the Greg's area. Here is what I want you to do. If you are new to the channel, hit the like button, the subscribe button, and hit the bell icon so you get more videos like this one. Big ups to all my subscribers. Do you remember those popular videos that I did with O'Malley and Winter Post that went viral all around the world? Let me just give you a small recap if you are new to the channel and you don't know what I am talking about. O'Malley is a little conductor guy from the country area. But what happened is that he fell in love with a girl and he proposed a marriage to her. But she did not want to get engaged to him. So he put the proposal on social media and it took off and went viral. And they did an interview for Untold Stories. The thing too that made it so exciting is that we normally see these things on the television. But watching it in real life gave us a different perspective. Many people liked it because they were going through the same thing. But it was they were seeing people expressing themselves in that way publicly. So O'Malley and his girlfriend broke up. And then another video emerged again with one Chavez Vasquez making out with O'Malley's ex-girlfriend. That video again took off like a rocket. It was like an episode from the Bold and the Beautiful series. So Chavez became popular just like O'Malley. Several days ago, a body was discovered in the country area, and that was none other than Chavez Vasquez. We knew Chavez even before that viral video, cause he used to ride a stunt bike and be on the main road with a group of guys bursting wheelie up and down all over the tongues. After the body was discovered, the news posted several articles about the young man. Then there were persons in the comment section giving their takes about the guy, saying this and saying that. But we at Untold Stories, we don't want to pass any remarks on anyone's children. Right now, there are two young men in custody being investigated under that charge. We wasn't on the scene when the thing took place, so we cannot say if they are responsible or not. Only the police can provide that information. There was one lady in the comment section that said that she saw when someone walked into her yard with a mask on. A while ago, there was a youth from the Pals Avenue area. I think if I recall properly, he goes by the name of Lopez. He did a viral video in the Big C time in which he said, "All you do, eh?" It means say not to come outside during this time and no mass gathering, and the video went viral all over St. Vincent. If you want to hear that viral theme, you can just type in Casper G's song 2021 Vinci Soca, and you would hear one of those things in the intro. We could have played the intro, but because of copyright infringement, we don't want to do that. Unless Casper G gives us permission to play that piece of intro. The allegations are that he was in an area when a masked man came up and do so clam, and mash up the youth up on the spot. Remember, I did that video on Abuza's son, in which I told you that he was on a seat when some masked men, they said, drove up and they did the same thing to the youth. So let us be realistic. So we don't know the motive behind these youths going to Dovecat. But we have to start somewhere. We have to start by looking at elements like peer pressure, poverty, the surroundings, and so forth. I've noticed from since we were small kids that this have been a trend. That anytime youths get arrested for minor offences, they are given community service, like put to clean down the station, wash down the officer's vehicle, and so on. Is that rehabilitation? Prisoners are being released from prison with no alternative. So when they come on the street, they go back to the same lifestyle, and then they become repeat offenders. There is an old saying which says, the devil provide works for idle hands. In layman's term, it means that if you're not doing anything, then the devil is gonna find work for you to do mischief. There is a system set up at Belial's prisons and Her Majesty's prisons as well, where prisoners can go back to school and they can learn a trade. But the problem is, are you going to employ these prisoners when they come out of prison? So what needs to be done? The big man needs to set up a system in which these prisoners are given employment so they can take care of their families, so they won't go back into criminal activities. We need to find solutions to these problems immediately. What about the social workers? So you want to tell me they are in their office until they are sent out by the magisterial court or by the family court to conduct their duties? Remember, when a man does a criminal activity, the family court send them out to check on the prisoner's background. When in fact, the reality is that they should be on the street every day doing some groundwork, talking to the youth. Right now, because of the Big C, I don't think that they have a day program. So we need to set up something different. There was the police youth club, but as I said, because of the Big C, those things are done for now. We need a different system. We need to get to the ghetto youths immediately. Right now, it seems like there is an ongoing tough war. We need a peace treaty to be signed by those two territories. At Untold Stories, we don't want any youth to go to prison. We don't want them in the hospital, and we don't want them in the jails or cemeteries. We want them to be progressive youths. We want them to move St. Vincent forward. So we have to look out for their best interest. In some of the hotspots, they have mobile patrol, but now we have the Big C, where everyone wears a mask. So you think that mobile patrol is going to work? No, we need the groundwork to be done. And if this continues, it is even going to affect the innocent. Right now, we don't want to make a comparison to say that we are coming like Trinidad or Jamaica, because it is not fair. We have our own situations on our hands to be dealt with. We are pleading with all the rude boys, put down all the po-pos. Otherwise, your end would be in the jail or in the cemetery. You wanna know you grew up and you did not get to achieve certain things in life. You did not build a home. You did not buy a vehicle, not even a piece of land. Plus, your kids would be out suffering because of your mistakes. The country is under extreme poverty, and we have a lot of unemployment. But rude boys, take your time. Reach out to somebody. If you don't have acts, you can reach out to Untold Stories and would pass your numbers on to someone who is willing to help you. You don't have to go down that road. Some of you are taking up the purpose, and then when you finish the jobs, you normally see the person that you send to Dovecat. And then you go off of your mind and you start walking up and down on the roads as if you have nobody. I quote the great Barrington Levy, what we need is vice versa love. Mothers warn your daughters, fathers warn your sons. Message to all them rude boys, put down all the guns. With that being said, we just want to big up the entire population in St. Vincent and the Grenadines, the regional islands and the international countries who are supporting and praying for us during these difficult times. Your support is not only going to the evacuees, but to the unemployed, to those in extreme poverty. You are doing a lot and we do appreciate it. Continue the great work. We thank you.